I don't think the Pacers are that bad. But Pascal Siakam is playing really well. And what I like about Pascal Siakam is he just plays. Like, a lot of the guys on that team, like Nesmith hasn't played that much. Obi Toppin hasn't really played that much. Matherin's finally playing. And I'm thinking about it. Siakam he's played 22 games. He's playing 34 minutes a game. In a season where they should wisely tank. Okay? I'll come back around to this. But my point is, Siakam is putting up 24, 7, and 4. Does he get on an all-star team? He should be. I don't think... which guys... This will be good engagement bait. Which of the guys that I'm going to show you should make an all-star team? Because there's a lot of guys on here that have the stats that are all-star level players. And I'm watching Siakam highlights. He's playing hard. He's getting steals. I don't think it occurs. I think he just likes to play basketball. Which, hey, it's rare. I honestly think it's rare in the NBA. I think guys do like to compete. But Siakam, I really think, enjoys catching the ball, shooting the ball, chasing guys down, picking and rolling. I think he likes the work. So I had to put him on here, and I don't even think the Pacers are that bad. What I think the Pacers should do, they do have their own pick this year. I'm sure of it. I would know if they didn't. So what they should do, continue to be bad, because I really think they're letting a lot of guys like, Jarris Walker, Johnny Furphy get reps, which I think is good. Did I talk about this last week? Oh my God, that'd be so embarrassing. But I like what they're doing. They should just be bad. Continue to be bad. Get a nice little draft pick. I feel like I mentioned AJ DeBanza last week in the same context. Oh well, whatever. Pascal Siakam's playing well, but his free throw percentage is bad. And there's a lot of guys that I really wanted to like and praise on these slides. And I wanted to give them the full 5-star review. Where are you at, bitch? I wanted to give them the full 5-star review, but their free throw percentage was atrocious, dude. How is Pascal Siakam shooting 5 3-pointers a game, but he's only making 67% of his free throws, but he's shooting 37% from the 3-point line? What's up with that? Is it pressure? What is this? It's strange to me, because to me, I feel like there should be a direct correlation with how good your 3-point shooting is. Like, if you're shooting a lot of them like Pascal Siakam is, you should be able to make like 80% of your free throws if you're shooting 37% from 3. But no, he's shooting 67%. Hey, I gave Giannis the business last week, so I've got to give Pascal Siakam the business this week. Got to do it. I hope I didn't make that same point about the Pacers getting a good draft pick. Oh well. A lot of people repeat themselves. I feel like I've told my whole entire family the same stories 5 or 6 different times. They've told me the same stories 5 or 6 different times. You just sort of shut up and listen. That's what you do as a family member. Be polite. But you guys can criticize me in the comments. I don't care. Trey Murphy is playing great. Trey Murphy, on the other hand, is excellent. He's forgotten how to miss free throw. My man's doesn't even remember how to hit rim. Poor guy. Man. Okay, so Zion's averaging like 22 points a game. But Trey Murphy averaging 20 points a game. Zion's played 10 games. Bro, I don't like Zion. People say, well, it's not personal. I'm like, I don't know. He really rubs me the wrong way. If someone wanted, I think I've talked about this before. I think it was a couple weeks ago when I was talking about John Morant. Like, would you want to hang out with John Morant? If you could, you opened a cereal box and you take a golden ticket inside. You win a day. You get to hang out with John Morant. You get to go to the carnival with John Morant. Would you say no thanks? I feel that way about Zion. If I want a date with Zion, I would say, yeah, I'm gonna give that. I'm gonna throw that thing on eBay. Not interested. He's kind of a loser. Ooh, actually, I kind of felt like a toxic person saying that, but I think he's a loser. I don't care. And Trey Murphy's a winner, though. And we need to get this man on a team, dude. Maybe we can talk to Atlanta. We can get that pick back. Maybe we can somehow put Trey Murphy into this big Giannis trade. Get some stuff back. Because he's playing great. 1.7 steals. 3.5 assists. He's not really turning the ball over very much. But he has excellent stats. And we love him. And we've seen him on the old man of the three. And he's fun. He's a cool guy. We want the best for our man Trey Murphy. And when we pray on the downfall of Zion Williamson, every night I kneel by my bed and I pray for Zion Williamson to tear his ass cheek. I'm responsible for Zion's injuries. Me and God. So DeMar DeRozan not scoring a whole lot of points, so he's lower on this list. I'm gonna be honest with you. These are like rankings, but they're sort of not rankings. They're just sort of guys I come up with. Because how would I rank them? It would be ranking them based on how good they are versus their team. It's kind of hard to do. But DeMar DeRozan is making $25 million this year, and he's making $25 million next year. What I would like to see is him traded to my Nuggets, who I'm watching right now. Jokic just bricked a 3. They're up by 6. We cannot lose. I do kind of like the Hornets, though. And we got some Hornets coming up, too. And I have more guys that I've been praying evil prayers about coming up. But I'd like to see DeMar DeRozan go to the Nuggets and be the 6th man. Because I'm really not crazy about our bench unit. While JV's out there, maybe DeMar can play with him and just get buckets himself is what I want. Because he's getting 18 points a game. He's shooting 37% from 3, but DeMar doesn't really shoot threes. Again, always has a good field goal percentage for a guy that mostly does mid-range stuff. But he's playing well. And compared to LaVine, because you look at the LaVine numbers, these are the two guys when you're looking at good players on bad teams. When you're looking at the Kings, you're thinking, is LaVine a good player? And it's like, nah, his defense is just so bad. He's scoring a lot, and his three-point percentage is pretty good too. But he's not good on defense. He's not a winning player. Nobody's interested. No one's going to pick him up. And the contract is too big. DeMar DeRozan is a better player, and he's a lot cheaper. So I'd like my Nuggets to pick him up. I don't know how we're going to do it. We have literally nothing to trade. Because I think the only pick we had to trade, we gave to Brooklyn for Cam Johnson. I don't think we have anything available. So it's not going to happen. I don't know why I'm wasting your time. I'm not wasting your time. You're eating lunch. You'd just be eating in silence if I wasn't talking. So, I like Max Christie a lot. This guy, second rounder. I like his brother too. I like Cam Christie too. We got so many brothers in the league now. Sort of undrafted second round brothers, because Tyus Jones and Trey Jones, Cam Spencer and what's his brother's name? Cam Spencer and you know it, I forget. One plays for Memphis, the other one plays for Golden State. And then we got Max Christie and Cam Christie. So, Max is better than Cam though. And he's got his starting role. Like, he is a starter now for the Dallas Mavericks. And the Dallas Mavericks, dare I say, look kind of nice. They look kind of good. I think Cooper Flagg came in a little bit nervous. I think we all know that. I think he was a little bit high expectations. Kid had him playing point guard, bringing the ball up. Now he's thriving. And Christie, what I like about Christie, hustle guy. Again, second rounders. Second rounders are better in bed. They try harder. Just the way it is. So he's a hustle guy, and he does what he's supposed to. Yes, sir. He's a company man. Go to the corner, shoot threes. And he's shooting 46% from three. Our man, Max Christie. Now, I always felt bad for him because he was in the Luka trade, and he was sort of an afterthought. And people made jokes. They're like, oh, you get Anthony Davis and Max Christie? Who is that? Oh, big whoop. Well, he came in, and he's hustling his ass off, dude. This guy rules, and he's playing well. So I think it would be fun to see Dallas, and because Kyrie's coming back. I would love to see Dallas and the Lakers in a playoff series together. I think that would be so awesome. And I'd like to see the Mavericks win because it would feel weird. It would feel strange. We wouldn't know what to make of it. Like, what? The Lakers are supposed to win. They won the trade. They're the better team. What's going on? It'd be weird, and it's not out of the realm of possibility. Don't forget Dallas has Kyrie. Let's move on. Now, Lauri Markkanen, look at these numbers, man. He's 12th. He's the 12th best scorer, shooting 8 threes a game at 36%. Never turns the ball over. Of course, he never passes, really doesn't get any assists. But he's 7'1". He can get rebounds too. He's really good. What if he just... I don't even like saying it. What if he just burns out this whole contract? He never leaves the Jazz. Could that be a possibility? It would be so strange if he doesn't get traded before the deadline, wouldn't it? If we go another season without him traded, wouldn't everyone just be kind of sad? Wouldn't everyone cry a bit? Like, hey, God, like, you would be upset with the NBA. You'd be upset with the Jazz saying, hey, what are you doing? This man's putting up meaningless buckets. Because he's going to have to make an all-star team if he's playing this well. The Jazz aren't even terrible. Or if the Jazz, I would forgive the Jazz if they said, hey, yeah, you know what? We're going to go for it. Keontae George, get better at, secure the ball, stop turning it over, and we're going to try. You have to try now. Keontae George, we love you. You're the future. You're great. You got to try now. We're going to try to win. Keontae's like, what? I haven't played winning basketball since I've been here. I would forgive Utah if they said, we're going to try. We're going to try to be good. Because I'm sick of them tanking. And ruining Lauri Markkanen's career. And he's shooting really well from the free throw line, too. He's getting to the line 6 times a game, and he's making the most of it. Only missing 1 out of 10. Not even 1 out of 10. CJ McCollum. Now, all right, the Wizards aren't good. They're really bad. And CJ, I wanted to say maybe someone could make a play for CJ, someone that just needs 3-point shooting. And then I looked and I thought, oh, but he's $30 million. He's getting 18 points a game, and really, he's not as good as DeMar DeRozan. And DeMar DeRozan's cheaper. So I'm trying to think, this is the last year of the contract versus DeRozan, you have to pay him for another year. But I was looking at it, and there's another guy coming up that's sort of this way. But CJ's doing a good job. He's playing in a lot of games. He's played 21 games I think he got 28 points the other night against the Hawks, I want to say. Playing well. And he's doing his best to play his way out of the Wizards. And I imagine a lot of teams see, like, dang, CJ McCollum, 28-point game the other night. And they're like, we're interested. And then they're like, oh, he makes $30 million? Oh, no, we can't. The salary cap and all that, we can't do that. No, forget it. So I don't see CJ escaping the Wizards. But I got to shout him out, man. I got to shout him out. 34-year-old man. Playing 29 minutes a game. I love it. I think that's it for CJ. And Alex Sarr. Now, I'm excluding a lot of guys that haven't played a lot. Because you know me, I think you're responsible for staying healthy. So it kind of hurt putting Sarr on here because I'm going to glaze him a bit. I like Sarr. I wish his groin wasn't sore. Dude, if I was a player, I wouldn't want them reporting sore groin. I would say, or tight groin. Right? Like, ooh, he's got a tight groin. His groin's a little tight. Can't play tonight. Ugh, he tweaked it. Ooh, tweaked. He tore his groin open. You can see he bled. He tore his groin so bad. I'd want them to say that. Torn groin, because it sounds for real. But if you're like, ooh, a little sore. My crotch is a little sore. Then people like me are going to call you a little bit of a bitch. So Alex Sarr is a bitch, but he is a good player. He's 4th in blocks per game. Not too shabby. What else about him? 34% from 3. As a big man, that's pretty awesome. He gets really good rebounds. 8.6, pretty good. He is their center, obviously. But this is their guy, man. This is their guy of the future. Everyone praises Bilal Coulibaly. I don't see it. I don't understand it. He's never really made an impression on me. Sarr is their man. This guy's going to be good. I am kind of worried though, because he's going to get to rookie, this is his sophomore year, but he's going to get to that rookie contract extension. And I don't think he's going to be the, max extension guy. But every rookie that gets to the end of the rookie contract, every guy in their rookie contract, they get to the end and they say, all right, so can I have my designated rookie extension? And the team's like, oh, you're not one of them ones. No. They're like, yeah, I am. It's like, no, you're not. And they show him the stats. Sort of like Jalen Green saying, hey, Cade Cunningham got that. So I'm as good as him. And then the Suns or the Rockets had to be like, oh, honey, I'm going to show you your averages. You are not Cade Cunningham. Miles Bridges, I hate to do it, but he's good. I'm watching him play right now. I got an eye on him. He had a big old dunk. I did see him airball 3, but he's carrying this team. He's also he's $25 million a year. He's playing better than DeMar DeRozan. He's a guy you want. He's not going to go to any team just because of his past. Charlotte can play the card of, we know him where he's in this, we're sort of trying to rehab him. I think he's the devil they know, right? But if you're a team and you try to make a trade for Miles Bridges, your fan base, if you have an ethical fan base, they should say, no, we don't accept this. Versus Charlotte, he's our stupid baby and we love him. But the thing is, if you're a smart basketball team and you're looking for a good player and you're saying to the Hornets, hey, you're not really making much use of this guy, dude, Miles Bridges is the leading scorer on the Hornets, and I don't think they're that bad of a team. Him and Con Knipple are carrying this thing. Brandon Miller's okay. LaMelo is not good. So Miles Bridges is in this weird spot where the team has 2 players that they believe are the future of their team, but if they're really being honest with themselves, their best player is Miles Bridges, a guy that was drafted in 2018 and is sort of damaged goods, and he stays healthy. I don't know what to make of it, man. He's good, but no one's going to trade for him. I think he's just happy to have a career still and not be in jail. All right, my notes for Josh Giddey got a little messed up. Sorry about that. But we can just look at his averages, man. He's a bit of a stat slut, we all know, but he's almost averaging a triple-double. Look at this. Basically 10 rebounds a game, 9 assists, 20 points a game. He turns the ball over a lot, but again, he has the ball most of the time. He's doing most of the basketball chores out on the court. This man is good. He's playing 34 minutes a game, hasn't gotten injured. His three-point percentage is good too. That was the whole reason the Oklahoma City Thunder shipped him out to Chicago, man. He's almost 40% from 3. Giddey got good. And I think if I didn't talk about it this week, I talked about it, or last week, I talked about it a couple weeks ago. But looking back, again, that this is such... who's the manager of the Bulls? I don't even know. Jerry Krause? R.I.P. Bad joke. But they did a good job because they saw a guy... Because stock was low on Josh Giddey. He was coming off the whole case, and all that. And he wasn't... He was being benched in Oklahoma City. Everyone was really having a time making fun of Josh Giddey. So they sniffed it out and they're like, this guy's good. He just doesn't really work in Oklahoma City. And everyone thinks that he... I don't like this that we say diddler. Because, man, this is a conversation for another time. But I don't like it when people use the P word for Josh Giddey. I feel like there should be another word, like a distinction. Do you know what I'm saying? This is not the time or place for this conversation. Josh Giddey is by far the best player on the Chicago Bulls, though. It is not Kobe White. You may say, well, why didn't Kobe White make... Take a look at their stats, man. Josh Giddey is too sexy for his team. Kobe White should be a Bull. He's looking like a Bull right now. But, man, the Bulls are so bad. I talked about this on the What's Laps channel this week. The Bulls really fooled everyone. And I think the Raptors, and I talk about it, and I recorded the video last week. I think the Raptors are the same way. They got hot, and everyone's like, wow, this Raptors team is really good. Like, they're not. This Raptors team is not good. They hit a hot streak, but you guys probably watch more basketball. You guys probably study basketball more than I do. And I'm watching this team, and I'm like, yeah, sometimes the ball goes in. I remember watching them play the Cavs, and they just were sinking everything. Like, this is not scalable. So the Bulls are frauds. And to let you know how much I know about basketball, some people are going to watch this in a couple weeks. Raptors suck. They're not going to be at the top of the second team in the East. It's not going to be the case. Mark my words. All right. Sorry I didn't have notes for Josh Giddey, but I do have them for MPJ, who I like. And again, this is a guy that is playing well, playing like an all-star. He's sort of like McCollum, where he's just going to have to be good as a net. He's going to have to try, despite the team wanting to tank. The Wizards especially. The Wizards have to tank. I need to talk about this on the Patreon at some point. There is a Patreon, by the way. Check it out. I'm not even going to do the whole background thing. I might just flash the Patreon link throughout the episode. But the Wizards, I hate it's not the right time. But Michael Porter Jr. is going to have to defy the power of tanking, because nobody is trading for him. If he wants to be on a winning team, it's going to be the Nets. No one is trading for his $40 million. He's like, yeah, but I'm shooting 20. I'm getting 25 points a game. I'm stealing rebounds from Nick Claxton. Did you see that? He was, and both of them go for the rebound. And Clax says, I got it. God damn it, Mike. It's so funny because Michael Porter Jr. tries to steal his rebound. So he's playing well, though. Even if he's stealing a couple of rebounds, let's knock him down to 6.5 rebounds a game, assuming one of them stolen. He has great stats. He has all-star stats, but this team is really bad. They're not as bad as I thought they were going to be, though. I honestly thought this was going to be one of the worst records in NBA history, but they're not absolute trash. So I'll give them that. I think we're going to see some Cam Thomas, Michael Porter Jr. flare-ups. I can see these guys. I can see Michael Porter Jr. continuing to shoot as much as he has been lately, and Cam Thomas not being pleased. I don't see Cam Thomas looking at Michael Porter Jr. taking all these shots saying, you go, Mike. Man, keep putting them up. Let it rain, baby. Do you see Cam Thomas saying that? No. I think we're going to see some problems. So no one's going to trade for Michael Porter Jr. He's too expensive. He's not going to do anything for another team. Anyway. Giannis Antetokounmpo. Is he going to get traded? I'm done talking about Giannis trades. Giannis, they're trying to bait me into making another Giannis trade proposal video. I'm not going to do it. I don't care. Call me when the deal is done. I don't even want the shams. Hey, there's a report. Giannis is being traded for this or that. Call me when it's inked. Call me after all the contingencies are done. So we don't even have a Mark Williams situation, you know? That's what I'm trying to say. I don't want to talk about Giannis being traded anymore. Just do it, you know? I don't like it. Anyway, though, his team's not good. But we knew his team wasn't good. When we started this season, it was a bad team. And now they're playing basketball and they're bad. What did you think was going to happen? A bad team plays good basketball? No. So he's currently injured. He faked the injury. I have injury in italics. I think he faked it. I think he's just putting himself on ice until he can figure out where he's going to be traded, which I don't think any teams, you'd think teams would be, but there's just, I talk about this on the Patreon. There's just, nobody's interested. Nobody wants to give up their picks. Nobody cares enough. The teams that think they're good enough. Or if they're that good, they don't think they're good enough, they can't use Giannis. That's not really who they want. And the Bucks are looking for as big of haul as they've given up trying to please Giannis. Everything they gave up for Drew, everything they gave up for Dame, putting everything together. The wave and stretch, signing Miles Turner. Everything they've done, they're sort of like, well, we want to make it all back when we trade him. And they're never going to get it. Anyway, he's 8th in scoring. He's playing pretty well. 15th in rebounding. Now, James Harden is my number one. And I love James Harden, okay? And now with the Chris Paul thing, that it's so funny. I never thought that it wasn't going to work. I'm not going to say I called this. Chris Paul being sent away. But in hindsight, when you think about it, of course. Harden had a problem with Chris Paul in Houston. There's a video of James Harden yelling at Chris Paul, "You can't even beat your man." It's online. I've watched it many times. They did not get along. So James Harden is in Los Angeles playing excellent basketball. 26 points a game, 8.4 assists, 5 rebounds, and 1 steal. Shooting 37% from 3. Shooting 9 a game. Basically 10 a game. This guy is good. And I know you're going to say playoffs, whatever. Okay, fair enough. But if you need a point guard and you need someone that is one of the best point guards in the league, and I say this every year, this guy is still getting it done. But he does not get enough respect. Just past Carmelo, 10th in all-time scoring. Had a 55-point game against the Hornets that they did win. It was like one of the only ones that they actually won. But this man needs to escape. He needs to be on a different team. This team isn't good, and that's just the way it goes. It turns out everyone isn't good. And it is not James Harden's fault. I think everyone deserves a spanking, including Ty Lue. And you know what? Even Chris Paul got sent home. Spank him too. He was on the team for all these L's. But James Harden, I think when you contrast how bad the team is with how good the player is, James Harden, number one good player on an absolutely trash team. And it's so funny. If the Clippers had traded their pick this year, unprotected pick, to any other team, to literally any other team in the league besides Oklahoma City, any other team would gladly give up their first round pick, give that pick back to the Clippers in exchange for James Harden. I think. Because he's playing so many games and he's delivering so much value. Any team would say, yeah, we'll give you the first round. We don't care. It's fine. It could even be the number one pick. The Clippers are so bad. They might even say that. They might say, well, you guys are really bad. This pick might end up being pretty good. James Harden, though? Yeah. Here you go. But the tragic thing is the Oklahoma City Thunder, the only team that does have their pick, and also the only team that really has the assets to probably give the Bucks what they want for Giannis, they're almost perfect, right? They're almost perfect. They're basically a perfect team. So they're like, do we want to make a large change to a perfect team? No. The Clippers probably called and said, we'll give you Harden. Just give us our pick back, please. Like that's a good deal, but why? We literally, like, if they hadn't lost the game to Portland, they could almost say, we can't be better than this. We're not missing anything. We literally cannot have a better basketball team. So I'm going to hang up the phone now. Anyway, I love the situation. It's a good year. It's a good year for the NBA. I'm really enjoying this season. So there's a Patreon. You know about it. I'm going to start. You know what's really helped is putting the clip from the Patreon up on the weekend. People have been joining the Patreon from that, but you can join it from here. I'm going to put a link in the comments and all that. But be good to your mom. Kiss her on the cheek, not in the mouth. Don't be that weird family. Eat a corn dog.